So here we have lot number 3 and lot number 4 in our fine Japanese art auction starting on June 12th, 1 p.m. Central European Time. These are 2 exceptionally large and fine multi-sectional KORO incense burners by Hayashi Harusada. So they're by the same artist. One is signed on the lower, there's a big seal area where the signature is, and the other one is signed underneath. So let's talk about this one first. Obviously, it's composed of multiple sections here. So we have the base with these mythical beast handles. We have these crashing waves, which lead up to this rock formation on which the actual incense burner stands. Here you can again see the beast mask handles, also some very Chinese style fittings with eternal life designs and various other Chinese motifs. And of course, this area here is reserved for the incense. The most imposing thing I think about this one, of course, is this majestic phoenix which towers over this composition. Note also the gilt details to the beak and to the individual crests on the feathers, as well as to this flaming tama here. So Hayashi Harusada was an artist we know relatively little about, but we do know about one huge piece from the Kalili collection, which measures up to 4 meters. So it was very clear that this artist worked in various exhibitions. So he crafted these exceptional KORO, likely for Westerners, during the various exhibitions at the turn of the century, for example, the Chicago or the Paris or even the Vienna exhibition. So this piece here has a good provenance. So they both came from the same collector, but this one was also at Bonhams in Knightsbridge. This was in 2006, and it sold for converted and adjusted around 41,000 euros. So this piece has an estimate of 15,000 to start, with a high estimate of 30,000. So I think very reasonable considering what it sold for at Bonhams at the time. So here we have lot 4, as mentioned again by Hayashi Harusada. Signature is found just below this section here. And I would say it is arguably the more imposing one. You can see the size, especially in comparison to me. It's towering almost above me. Again, it's composed of multiple sections. So we have the base again, similarly constructed to the other one. But then we have these attendants here with flaming wild hair and all these gilt details. This section here we have Buddhist lions and peonies, and perhaps the most impressive section here being the main body with gilt details. We have the peacocks, we have the peonies, and on the side these separately cast dragon handles. And the piece is actually conceived so that you can turn the body here, and you can turn it all the way around. And it shows the second scene here, as we can see, with various Chinese boys, also a very popular Chinese theme. These kind of KOROs always had distinctly Chinese motifs. We can see pines, we can see cranes, and also this very charming scene right here with the boy holding his puppy and shielding it from another puppy, which seems to be attacking him. And the lid as well, so inside in the interior holds the incense actually, and the lid shows this wonderful Ryujin, the Dragon King of the Sea, towering above the entire composition, a dragon on his head and holding the magical jewel which controls the tides. These KOROs, they're pretty rare to find in this size. Usually they're a little smaller, but we know of famous examples, for example, by Suzuki Masayoshi. We can show some interesting ones, which kind of shows the importance that these KOROs had at the turn of the century. Is one piece which was purchased by Siegfried Bing in 1881 and sold to the Victoria and Albert Museum for a substantial sum of around £1,600, which was such a large sum of money at the time that it actually required a special authorization by the British Treasury. So this piece has a slightly higher estimate than the other one. Here we're starting at 20,000, an estimate of 40,000 euros, but considering the absolutely immaculate detailing on this bronze, I think that is very reasonable and should encourage lots of bidding on the day. So I wish everybody the best of luck to win any of these 2 lots, and thank you for listening.